Hello, it's Scott Manley here, and yeah, somebody mentioned there was this space agency game in one of my video threads, and so I asked if people wanted me to look at it, and the answers were yes. There was something like 100 plus likes saying please, please, please take a look at this game. It is for iOS devices. That means iPhones, iPads, and iPod touches. And it is essentially a pile of mini-games revolving around flying spacecraft. So, I'm just going to show you a quick free mission. Free mission is after you've unlocked the main game. You have to go through basic training, but you know, I can take the basic parts and build myself a very simple crewed rocket. I could take the Gemini stage, connect that up to, Delta second stage maybe, and another decoupler thingy, and then a manned crew module thingy. There we go. Escape tower. That's me got a rocket. Not bad, huh? Let's launch this sucker.
T-minus 20 seconds.
So you get a nice little countdown and some awesome tunes. And for some reason this is not focusing. There we go. We're focusing
12,
again.
11.
Now we've got to start the engines
9,
a few seconds before
8,
launch.
7, 6, 5, 4.
There we go. Engines firing.
Engine start. 1.
It's all touch controls. You basically hold the button down, or not hold the touch screen down. On the left side you see my altitude rising. This up here is my pitch. It'll tell me what way to turn, and this is my velocity up here. Oh, it forgot. No! Okay, I better ditch that stage.
Stage set. That's roll program.
Some rocket parts are unable to restart, and so because I lifted my finger off, the multi-touch must have triggered and said, he's not holding the rocket engine anymore. So I wonder if I can get this into orbit now. This will be rather embarrassing to demo this game and then not make it into orbit on my first go. Let's see how much fuel I have in this Delta second stage. Maybe. We'll see. I think I might do it actually. There's some stars there. You can see them going.
Approaching engine cutoff.
Approaching engine cutoff, but approaching orbit, thankfully. So I totally messed up. Now, once you're in orbit, you have a whole bunch of standard controls. I don't actually have. Oh, there's the comm satellite I left up there earlier. So there is persistence. This main engine thing, I don't want to do that. Come on. There we go. Select my spacecraft again. I guess I can't do anything with this, so I'm going to ditch the rocket.
Stage set.
And ditch the skirt.
Crew module set.
And I guess I can just try and use the retro rockets to kill my orbital velocity. And that'll be me falling back to the planet. Except I'm not going to have a huge amount of fuel. Once my fuel drops into the red zone, I start to fall back. And at that point you have to handle re-entry. Notice the prominence of Great Britain here. I suspect that the developers of this game may actually be British. I love the music, by the way, nice and kind of groovy. Okay, so you got to keep, during re-entry you have to keep this thing straight using the rocket motors, and if it gets off center, it starts to heat up! Well, so much for that. Let's go back and actually try a mission. I said I want to go back. Oh, go to mission page. There we go. Let's try the space telescope. And we are going to build a vehicle to launch this space telescope. And so yeah, we're going to pick the Gemini first stage. Gemini first stage, drag that in there, drop in some solid boosters to help it go a little better. Now, to attach the space telescope, we need the tug. The space telescope is under the payload section. We drop the space telescope on the top. And to cover it up during launch, we need a fairing. Unlike Kerbal Space Program, the fairings do actually function.
20 seconds.
I believe without a fairing, your satellites can explode on launch. There we go.
12.
Watch the countdown. Remember, burn a few seconds, like 4 seconds before
7,
the 0.
6, 5, 4,
And then remember to hold this button down the whole time.
Start. Booster ignition and lift off.
Booster ignition and lift off. And now we have the groovy tunes going. I would unironically play this tune if I was DJing and the right moment arrived. Obviously not in a high dancey environment, more like a loungy chill out environment. Initiating the roll, and you see that as it deviates off it turns orange, so you've got to keep that in the middle, and that hopefully, I think the further off you are, the less efficient your approach to orbit is. So it doesn't really follow any real orbital trajectory, it's essentially a bunch of mini games connected together. There we go. Stage sap, skirt sap, and fire my tug rocket. Hopefully this will get into orbit. I want to get into orbit with as much fuel as possible. I'm just going to let it cruise now. Yes! So now I have to maneuver it into that green box. And here's the thing. This is nothing like real rockets. Now, first of all, I'm going to boost up my vertical speed. I have to be careful I don't exceed. I have to be careful I don't go too fast, because then you just fly off. But you see how...
Approaching engine cutoff. Thruster propellant low.
Thruster propellant low, and I am even at the right altitude. How close am I?
Engine cutoff.
Ah! Out of fuel. Yeah. Orbital physics. Non-existent. Seriously. Non-existent. You can be in a lower orbit, as I am now, and going slower. You can be in a higher orbit and going faster. It makes no sense at all, and this has resulted in me losing a lot of spacecraft. Yeah, let's try that again. I shockingly have actually failed to launch the Space Telescope, largely because I keep running out of fuel in orbit because of counterintuitive behaviour. I'm just going to say it's counterintuitive behaviour. In fact, the truth is, I'm just crap at this game. It's not so much like managing a space agency, it's more like a series of challenges where you have a set budget and you have to get things into orbit or return it or whatever. It'd be really nice if I could actually show you a successful mission. But you see that I do have successful missions on my roster so far.
10, 9,
Okay, let's try this once more.
6,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thunderbirds are go!
off. Tower cleared.
There we go. I also kind of like the music in space, incidentally, as well. So at the top you get this velocity meter, there's your fuel up there in the top right, your altitude on the right over here, and your pitch is up in the top left corner. If I haven't already mentioned that. Commence roll program. Okay, keep this on the dime. Yeah, I don't see any management or anything going on where you have to like manage a station's budget, or you just have a series of challenges with a fixed budget for each.
Approaching engine cutoff.
Approaching engine cutoff. And as you complete the challenges, you get more parts, and you can use that in free mode.
Engine cutoff.
Engine cutoff.
Stage set.
Stage sep. Fire the skirt. Now keep us going up into orbit. There, I'm going to just let this cruise up because I think I'm there. So first thing I'm going to do, okay, ditch this fairing sep. Now I'm going to point myself exactly outwards. Okay, and then burn outwards to increase my altitude. This is like so bizarre.
Approaching engine cutoff.
That's fine. Okay, that's us into this area. Now I just need to catch up with my green box.
Engine cutoff.
Engine cutoff. I think I have to avoid going over the red zone. Okay, now I'm almost there. I'll just stop myself in the box.
Thruster propellant low. Payload released.
Turn it out towards space. There we go. Yay! Gold award! Awesome! Oh my goodness, after all that trouble. Right, let's see. The next one is an Orbital Rendezvous. Launch 2 resupply modules into orbit and dock them together in orbit. 20 million! This is a preparatory test flight for a future manned moon landing mission. So this is why you have 2 vehicles. So let's put 2 things into orbit. And we don't need the payloads. What we need vehicle 1, small stages. Let's look for, let's just use, I think we can just use the Mercury stages since we're not worrying about rendezvousing at a specific orbit. Let's put the resupply module on and the simple fairing, right? And we can launch that.
T-minus 20 seconds.
So we're going to be doing more of the same basically.
All systems nominal.
No, focus, damn it. Yes, the camera keeps losing
12,
focus.
11.
Sorry about that.
9, 8,
7, 6, 5, 4.
3, 2, 1.
Come on. Oh, just fired in time.
Tower cleared.
Okay, let's try and keep this straight. I know what's happening. As I'm pushing the button, it's seeing the other light. And as it sees the light, the camera is refocusing. Look into the light. Okay. Picking up some serious speed now. Time for the roll. Any minute. No. Commence roll program. The roll program is only 45 degrees, basically.
Approaching engine cutoff.
There we go. Nice work, son. Engine cutoff. Drop this. Drop the skirt.
Skirt set.
Ah! Oh! Let's try and keep these things in or going straight. Oh no! Crap. Okay. And I'm just going to cut my engines now. Just let it cruise up into orbit. We're up here. We can ditch the fairing. Now we need to hit back. And we need to build another launch vehicle. Again, we'll just use the same design. We'll use... Mercury, not the Gemini. Small connector. Resupply module. And the fairing. And we're ready to launch that. And we're going to do exactly the same thing again. And again, it loses... There, if I put my hand there, it refocuses correctly.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8,
8,
7, 6, 5, 4.
There we go, 4 seconds. Initiate the rockets.
Tower cleared.
Excellent. Now take me skyward like the chariot that you are. Go, man, go. Getting ready to roll yet? We're into the red zone.
Commence roll program.
Excellent. Commence the roll program.
Approaching engine cutoff.
That's okay, we have plenty of fuel in this docking stage, I hope. Ditch, ditch,
Stage set.
ditch. There we go. Burn!
Set.
Keep going, all the way to orbit. Be nice to ditch the fairing about now. Well, whenever it appears to be appropriate. Okay, I think we're there. We're just going to let that cruise up. Because it will save fuel for orbit. Now, I have to get these two together. Let's ditch that fairing. Where is it?
Fairing set.
So let's turn this outwards. I guess we have 2 spacecraft, so they can kind of both participate in the docking. Oh, crap. I messed that up. The main engines take a little while to fire up, so I'm just going to fire outwards until we're at the same altitude. That's pretty good. Maybe just back a little. Getting pretty close to docking. Come on, dock! Oh, come on! I think I have to switch to this dude, because he's turning now. Hey! What happened? Okay, switch to him again. That is so unfair. Okay, now... Are we going to catch up with them again? There's no sideways motion. Okay. Just come in again. There, that's hopefully slow enough. Come on! Come on! Yay! Docked! Mission successful, although it's probably only a silver medal.
Docking successful. Mission complete.
Oh, I got a bronze. Okay, no, silver, bronze. So, yeah, if we go back, there's another mission, new station hub. But if we come out, you can look at the free mission. I showed you this earlier, but now we should have unlocked a few more stages. I guess we only have the connectors, but we have medium-sized stages now. Interestingly enough, you have the Black Arrow. Black Arrow is a rocket you may never have heard of. It was a British space mission which never really got anywhere. But, you know, people... There we go. Look, we can put the N1 block module on there and then drop this. What else? Put a tug on there. Oh, good. And then back. Let's put some boosters on the side of this, just for extra measure. Yes! That's looking the part. What payloads can we stick on this? Refuel module. We can put our comm satellite. Can we put our space telescope on it? Yes. We might be able to do this with a little more margin for error this time. Medium stage has the fairing. There! That looks way better. I'm going to try this.
T-minus 20 seconds.
How can this not be awesome? It's part British, part Russian, and part American. It's like truly the spirit of collaboration.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
I'm going to fire these engines early. I don't know.
Engine start.
Whoa! That is way... Look at all those engines firing.
Off.
Not accelerating as fast as I would like.
Tower cleared.
I wonder why... Yeah, this one does not accelerate nearly as fast. But it does have that big second stage. So I suspect that everything shall work. I just wonder how far it will get into orbit.
Engine cutoff.
Boosters are gone?
Booster set.
Nice.
Program.
Oh, commence roll program completely.
Engine cutoff.
Ah!
Stage set.
Now let's get the roll program. Fire! Fire the engines! We gotta get into space! See, this looks functional. Not like the other rockets. They kind of looked, you know, all for show. This one is gonna get some real speed up. Look at the number of boosters on this one. Yeah, the effects aren't, you know, amazing, but hey.
Engine cutoff.
Engine cutoff, but I'm not even in orbit yet. You're kidding me, right?
Engine cutoff. Stage set.
Wait, how come my bigger rocket isn't doing nearly as well as my small rocket based on the Gemini? Oh, Oh, come on, come on, come on. Okay, we made it into orbit. Jettison. See? Now we have another space telescope. Let's turn it around again. Actually, you know what? Let's deorbit this sucker and see what happens. Or actually, no. Let's put it onto interplanetary space. Why not? Ah! It doesn't have nearly enough fuel to point it.
Thruster propellant low.
That's okay. I'm gonna fly it towards the space station. Yes! Oh! Oh crap. There, that's me out of fuel now. So much for that. Well, this is the space station here. This is how you travel to other nodes. So I'm going to fly into the space station. With any luck, I should be able to hit it at some velocity. Or fly by it completely. In which case, I shall just boost this off to infinity. Maybe I'll eject this now. There we go.
Payload released.
Payload released. There, the space station. Smile, I'm going to take a picture. There, we get a nice picture of the space station.
Thruster propellant low.
Meanwhile, we can have a laser light show. Okay, well, I think you get the idea of this. It's, a bunch of mini games. I also should probably take the moment to show, hey, it does in fact work on straight up iPhone here. It's hard to see, of course. Let's go back to... what have we got? Let's do the re-entry again. See, here we go, re-entry time. Let's just move this out the way completely. Yeah, we do have re-entry. And how do I do this? I gotta kill my orbital velocity. Let's kill... And we'll just burn to deorbit. Burn as if your life depends upon it. You notice the UI is slightly different for the iPhone. You get the velocity up the side now. And the controls are still at the bottom. Okay, ditch that.
Crew module SEP.
It's much harder to see, but there we go down. And we're going to re-entry and hopefully not crash this time. Oh dear. Re-entry takes a really long time, I have to say. Oh no, no, no! Yes, now it's picking up some real speed. Ah! Man, I'm really terrible at this. This is of course nothing like real-world re-entry where the vehicles are designed to be neutrally stable. Well, the Mars lander wasn't, but the capsules with people in them. That's okay.
Parachute enabled.
Parachute enabled. There we go. We'll just fire the parachute momentarily. There we go. Parachute comes out. And a giant chute, drogue chute, and everything. Nice, huh? So yeah, that is Space Agency. It's on the iPhone, iPad, iPod. It was $1, I believe. It's not Kerbal Space Program. It has a number of cool things that Kerbal Space Program doesn't, but it is obviously not missing. It's not half the playability. But for $1, it's a lot of fun, if that's your thing.
Mission complete.
And with that, I bid you farewell. Fly safe.